Web podcast. Okay, we start with goals by BFF. Okay, can join. Yes, speaker hi. Yes, Reebok. Come. Yeah. Anyway, we are waiting for Chilli to join us. Then we can start. Yes, speaker hi. Audio is okay. Hey, thanks for joining XZ and Treebok. You see the picture there of Chilli. Where Chilli go? Inside VC already. Chilli cheese. Okay, we see. We wait. Yes, hi, 30 WPM. Yes, how's your day? I think I should top up water first. Yeah, so today will be another podcast episode with Chilli. We're doing right off React, and now we're waiting for Chilli to join us on the VC before we start recording. And today we are going to do best of Reddit's update. Been waited so long. Yes, Paisi. Yeah, we're gonna try to do something a bit more I don't know, routine, I guess. I'm trying to think of the right word. So likely we're gonna do like every I don't know, either Wednesday or Thursday. Then we'll figure out how we can, do to get more regular content going, because actually tomorrow I got movie with my brother. I'm gonna watch this movie called Geylang. Mark Lee is going to tackle something a bit more different. And the movie is by Boy Kwong. Yeah, Boy Kwong. Yes. I'm doing podcast. If any wanna come listen on Twitch. Yes, today is very hot. Super hot. Hey, no Chilli. Where is a Chilli cheese? Yes, Awkward Penguin. Awkward Penguin. Can Chilli see the VC? No. Wait. Can see Yeah, can see Chilli cheese. Where Chilli cheese? Where Chilli cheese? Yes. Where Chilli cheese? I go top up water. Wow, why you see my VR character a bit sad. Yes, and for those who are in Singapore, we are going to this thing called Dojinma on the first Saturday of May. For those who want to come join us, you can come and join. We have a thread in our server. Yes, Chilli cheese. Don't know where is Chilli cheese. Dojinma. Yeah, so we're gonna go to this Dojin market, and we'll see how it goes lah. Yeah, so we are gonna go to this market on when? On the Saturday, the 6th. On the 6th of on the 6th of May. Yeah, going to go to this on 6th of May. If anyone is interested in artist market and it's okay to pay $10 as a ticket fee, we are going there. Currently we have quite a few packs going. So whoever would like to join us on our server, feel free to come and join us. Doing just a bit of advertisement. And meanwhile on our server we have people playing 7 Days to Die. Leandre is the one hosting, and Chilli's here. Hey Chilli, why Chilli fly until so high? Okay, Chilli same level as me.
Hello.
Yay! Okay, hi Chilli, can say hi again?
Hello.
Yay!
Yeah.
Chilli's here. It's been a long time. Okay, actually not damn long time, but been a while.
Yeah.
Yes. How's Chilli?
How are you doing?
I think I'm not bad. It's really nice that we do it on a Wednesday, cause tomorrow I'm bringing my brother out for a movie. Oops. Yeah. So there's this movie that is directed by a director that we both kind of like.
Oh.
Yes. And then yes, Darkenit is here. Hi Darkenit. Long time as well. Haven't seen you around our server for a while. Anyway, we still have Valorant, and if you happen to have 7 Days to Die, we have active people hosting the game, and there are people actively playing almost every day. So if you want to join us, feel free to. And hi, Batu, yes, welcome. Is it? Yes, you see Dojima. Oh, Batu from Singapore as well. Yeah, you can come join us if you like. We have a server meetup on the 6th of May, and just to sell a bit of our Discord. Definitely Giraffe, walao eh. Yes, Giraffe, yes. And hi, Asna, yes, we are going to start our podcast soon. And Chilli is here. Hey, Chilli, got prepare water or not? Today podcast cake, huh?
Yeah.
How?
We can.
Yes, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to do the ghosted one, The
Yes,
first
I
one?
think the first two topics that you sent
Okay,
me.
so we'll do one first, and
like,
then after that,
yeah.
after that we see the first one. We can discuss how long, so we can keep it within 30 minutes. Okay, so
Yeah.
you do the honors, right? Of reading later. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Anyway, yes. Going to server meetup. Yes. Previously we actually have a server trip to KL. Likely I will be doing a vlog, and maybe if there's time I might do a react to the vlog, when it's out, and then share a bit of my thoughts on meeting my server people the first time in 2 years, like a cross country collaboration between Singapore and Malaysia, because Malaysia have their own server meet, and then we have our own here. And previously Chilli came over. We also have a server meet also. Kick, right?
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna go find you guys soon. The next country we're gonna conquer is Philippines.
Yeah, let's go here.
Let's fucking go! Go Philippines! Yes. Can go Australia find awkward penguin? I think it's Australia. Is it Australia? We can go catch you from afar. Yeah, so anyway, Haps, yes, make it Haps. We're gonna try get as many people as we can, I guess. If anyone wants to join us on Dojima sounds damn Korean, eh. Okay, actually, if you're ready, we can go already,
Okay.
Okay,
We
ready,
can. Yeah, ready.
Okay, let me lock my door first. Oh, come. Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1, I start already, Okay, 3. Actually, you talk again. I see the Discord sound.
Hello.
Okay, Chilli sounds okay,
We are ready.
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, so this is another episode of Right Off React, and today we are going to talk about a very special and interesting topic. I think it's a bit different from relationship in general, as in romantic relationship. So today we are talking something about BFF, and with us we have Chilli Cheese. Come, Chilli.
Hi. We are here again.
Yes, and okay, without further ado, we can start now. You wanna start reading now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Okay.
Alright. So, Oops gets ghosted by BFF of 30 years.
Oh my god, it's damn long, eh. I didn't know it's damn long when I sent you. Okay.
Okay. So there's a content warning on this one. The alleged domestic abuse and
Mm-mm.
controlling behavior. And then warning for mood spoiler, things are looking up. Friends forever. There you
Oh
go.
wow. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay.
So let's read. So am I the a-hole for ending an almost 30-year friendship? My 43 male BFF, I 42 male, have been like brothers since 8th grade. I have been there for pretty much every milestone in he and his family's life. No matter what, he was my brother from another mother, and we behave as such. Over the last 10 or so years, we didn't hang as much. Both have demanding careers, and so any time we got to hang was very much cherished. The last 5 or 6 times we were supposed to hang, he straight up ghosted me. No call, no text, just plain not showing up. I would often hear from him the day after with an apology and usually blaming his GF for not being able to get out the house. And as always, I told him I understand, maybe we'll catch up next time. So my birthday came up and he offered to go treat me to wings and beer at a sports bar while watching the NCAA tourney. I took him up on it, and as it been almost a year since we've seen each other, even though we live in the same city, so we made plans to meet up at 5:30 no show. 6 p.m. no show. I bet you guys can see where this is going. So I stayed and enjoyed my wings until the game was done and went home. I told my wife what happened and told her I'm over the friendship. She said we're too close for me to just throw our brotherhood away, but I told her I'm only matching his energy. If our brotherhood doesn't merit a courtesy call or text to inform me you can't make it, especially after being the one to invite me out, then that's no brotherhood. I want to be a part of. So, am I the asshole for this one? Okay, wait, there is a verdict.
Okay.
Overwhelmingly, NTA with a mix of cut
Yeah.
your losses, type comments, and speculations about abuse and control
Mm-hmm.
from the GF with encouragement to try once more.
Okay. I
Yeah,
think
so
we can take a pause here first as we get on with what we have so far. Yeah.
mm,
What's your take on this? BFF 30 years.
yeah, but I wouldn't call it 30 years. It's just if you based it on his story,
Mm.
there were 10 years lacking on that part. And the
Mm-hmm.
1 year that they did not hang,
Mm.
you were ghosted. So, of course, if you minus that to 30 years, it's still 20. I don't think I can end it. If it's just me, I wouldn't end
Mm.
it. Maybe I'd give him a benefit of the doubt why there is a no show.
You have a BFF like
But
that? Like
I
you have a BFF?
experienced that. No.
Like sorry,
I did experience that.
like something like this, like a similar situation.
Yes, similar situation. Not the same length though, but of course, but it's it's a similar situation. It's my high school friend. Cause
Mm.
but the no show part, I don't think that actually happened to me. I know someone who got stood up
Mm.
on a friend hangout. Um, Usually it's courtesy, especially if you're like that close. You have to make sure to at least tell them why you can't go.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
one of the most important thing because I feel right like this guy he waited actually from before like the meetup to all the way to 5, and then after that
Mm-mm.
5:30 and 6, and he stayed at that place as well while waiting at the sports bar and enjoyed his wings until the game was done. So
Yeah, and that's actually nice. I mean, you're not sure if you're waiting for someone and you still stayed because it's been a while since you hang out. Maybe they're
Yeah.
just late. And
And I think it's not really cool, like for someone who does that,
mm,
because to me, right, I think I'm quite lenient, as in like I'm okay if you are going to stood me up like before we confirm, like before we reconfirm like on the day itself. I'm okay if like you stood me up before I leave the house or before like I prepare to go out. At least like you made an effort to tell me. But if like for this one, I feel is a bit, it's quite a bit for me to like feel
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if there's like 1% chance that the person got held up of something that is
Mm.
like they can't really make it, or for example something happened along the way that they weren't able to respond. There's like cases like that, but it happens, right?
Mm. It does.
How
It
about
does.
a
It does.
message the next day? Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, I don't have a transportation, or I got held up literally,
Mm, mm, mm,
or
mm,
something that is life threatening. I don't know.
mm, mm, mm,
That, but it goes in your head.
mm,
It's
mm, mm.
it's still something that is not right.
Yeah.
So maybe because of that, I think that's like a turning point for this friend.
Mm.
That's why they said that they want to end it. Because there are some people who's like that, like they have this deal breaker that okay, we hang out and then he stood up and you're the one invited me in the first place. So I get where he's coming from on this part, in this part. But since you are friends for so long, I think you can take a pause. I agree on that. You can take a pause
Mm.
for 1 to 2 days, or how long it takes, just not that long.
Yeah.
Because
Correct.
you're still upset, and I think making a permanent decision on uh, an urge of feeling like you're upset at the moment
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
not
I agree.
really going to end well
Mm,
for
mm,
both
mm.
of you.
And on your side, do you have like a BFF now, like to the point whereby like um because like as you were reading, right, I mean I have a BFF like since really since elementary school, and we were like brothers literally. So
Mm-mm.
I do like, I was trying to relate to it from this person's story, and I feel like at the same time it's quite hard to give up on the friendship because it's been quite long. But on the other hand,
Yeah.
like you said, like it's just a simple text, and I think the feeling of being stood up, I mean, definitely isn't cool. Especially like the guy, this in this story, like the OP sat there throughout the whole game. I bet he didn't really enjoy waiting. Yeah. And okay,
Yeah.
we can move down, like to we can start reading like the update. So anyway, let me just try reading the update, and you let me know what you think, Chili. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
From OP in comments, I know he goes to work every day, but that's about it. I think he's insecure about their relationship because he's 42 and she's 25. It's like he feels she's the best he could do, and if he doesn't do as she says, he'll lose her. I don't know what they do behind closed doors, but it does sometimes feels like she's emotionally blackmailing him. Okay. Other comments indicated that OP was ready to give up altogether, as recommended by many Redditors, but his wife kept encouraging him to contact his friend and get to the bottom of it. Good job, wife! Wife also tried to
Yeah.
invite the girlfriend to social events with her friends. GF not interested and seemed uncomfortable with the OP and wife. Yeah, I think this the wife is a keeper. Like, she's really nice to really like be involved for this case, and also keep giving him support and encouraging him to contact his friend. So there's an update recently, on the 6th of April.
Mm-mm.
So first of all, let me thank everyone for their advice and judgment. So yesterday I went to my BFF office and wait until he left for lunch. Oh my god, that's really, I don't know.
Oh,
I
that's
think
forward.
yeah, that's really forward, and he really took like initiative for this. He was surprised to see me, and we headed to Didi for coffee and to talk. So I put it out there that I'm contemplating being done with our friendship due entirely to him ghosting me and not reaching out. He proceeded to show me his phone log and text messages. His GF consistently calls and texts him all day when he's working. She tracks his whereabouts through his iCloud. He found an AirTag, oh my god, in his spare tire well. He says she's neurotic about him and everything he does. If he tries to leave the house or anything, she has to take her along or she'll throw a fit, hide his wallet, phone, keys, etc. I ask him flat out, why is he still with her? He tells me that she has no family on this side of the country. She's from Arizona and he can't kick her out. He said he reached out to her brother to help get her back home, but he doesn't take him seriously. I told him to change his iCloud password, go home before she gets off, pack a bag and come stay with me. I felt like this woman is something out of a killer movie and she may hurt him or herself. It is not healthy and a highly dangerous situation to be in. So for now, he's staying with us while trying to find a way to get her out of his life. Okay, so there's an update yesterday. Really,
Oh
oh
my
my god,
God.
it's really like, you know, yesterday. Okay, let's break down this second update so far. What do you think for like a partner like this? Do you ever have such a controlling partner?
Yeah, and if you are in that situation, you wouldn't notice
Yeah.
that you have a controlling partner, and your friends would constantly tell you to indirectly, like they would just invite you to hang out and see if you're open to,
Mm-mm-mm.
you
And
know,
I feel it's,
discussion on what's happening.
yes, correct. And I feel it's scary to the point whereby he cannot even like text him a courtesy text. It's as if, you know, like the kind of meme, right? Like a wink if you need help, that kind. Or blink if you need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is exactly like this kind of, you know, feeling. And something to share is I actually have a friend. I think I shared with Chilli before. So, but for context of this, I have a friend whose wife actually tracks his location as well, and I do discuss about, you know, sharing location with people. So on my own side, I share with my family, and I share with my, you know, that BFF, so he knows my
Yeah.
location. And if I'm traveling, so the context is last time I got into an accident and no one knows what hospital I was in. So after that incident, I decided to share my location with a few people. So in case there's anything happen to me, right, then there are people who actually knows where I am. So back to the my friend's story, right? The girlfriend actually tracks his location to a T. Like, there's once he was taking a bus and then the bus stopped, right? She literally just texts him like, "Oh, why are you at this roadside for so long?" Oh my god. Then my friend was
Oh
like,
my God.
yeah, my friend was like, because like there's a jam question mark, you know. It felt a bit toxic because, right, if you're sharing location with a person, I feel like you have to share with a person who wouldn't use it against you.
Yeah,
It's a huge range of, you know, like huge range of things, quote unquote things, that people can use it against you. So one such is like using this. I feel this can give a person quite a bit of distress. Like, you are getting constantly monitored, and there's no like like for me, right, I want to share my location and I want to feel safe sharing my location. That's why I share it,
Yes.
you know, with my family and a best friend, but not like sharing a location and feel unsafe because someone is constantly monitoring me.
Yeah,
That's weird,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, remember when
Mm-mm-mm.
that is like trending in Instagram, where or in any social media of sharing locations, even celebrity does it, right? They tag their location, and suddenly that location is like flooded with people because they know that the celebrity was there.
Mm-mm.
So they kind of learn how to just post something that is like not real time, or maybe happened the other day, just to make sure they're safe. So I think it's kind of the same thing or same vibe. And I agree with you. I don't usually share my location even with my parents, but since how dangerous it is outside
Yeah, it is.
nowadays,
Yeah,
yeah,
and I feel like
I
it's
share my
okay to share,
location.
as in to someone's like you feel safe with. Sorry, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on your side.
Oh, there is this one app before. So my previous relationship, we're using this just for sharing things, like remembering where we went to. We share like pictures inside. It's like social media, but it's just the two of you. And then I didn't know that there was this one feature like a location, and you can even see the battery percentage of the
Oh my
partner
god.
that is on
Okay.
that. I didn't know that feature technically. I just downloaded it. I also have my ex download it, so we share things there. And I didn't know that we could actually see each other's location and battery percentage at that time. So like, and then he notices that. I was like, "Are you tracking me?" And like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know this feature on the app." And then when we check it, it was actually an update and you can opt out. So I said, I mean, I don't mind. At least you know where I am. But if you want me to turn it off, it's fine as well. Exactly. So I mean, there is a certain degree of how you share those information, and you're right. It should not be held against you when they know. So
Correct,
uh,
correct.
it it is both scary and safe. I feel that's how I felt at that time.
Yes, yes, yes. But I feel like by sharing, right, it really must be to a person whom you feel safe with. Like like when I'm sharing with my friend, right, and he shares it with me, it wouldn't be like we will both monitor each other's place. Maybe like if I
Yes.
open the app, I could see my family and him, but like it will also be more of like I mean any other like function would be like, oh, if we are going to meet up, then we know where are each other. So we cannot I cannot lie to him and say I'm on the way. Because sometimes I'm late.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, that aside, right? That aside, right? It's also like if I got into any accident. I mean, previously I got into accident, and if I'm so previously I was traveling as well, and if I'm going to any country that is more remote and a bit risky, at least like my family knows where I am and he knows where I am, and
Yeah.
yeah, if I didn't come back, touch wood, then yeah, you know where to find my body. Or at least my phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Ouch. Yeah. Okay. So moving forward, right? Let's bring up this update. Chili, do you want to read this update
Yeah,
on the
new
18th?
update
Yeah.
on the
Or
18th of
yesterday.
April.
Yeah.
Pretty new yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks to all who reach out in the comments and private messages. A lot has happened in this past week. So BFF came to stay with wife and I, and sure enough, that first night she blew his phone up. He didn't answer, and it went on till about 1 a.m. Between the hours of 2 and 6, she rode past my house about 15 times. I live at the end of my cul-de-sac, so she has to U-turn right in front of my home to get out. I set the geofencing on my ring cam to stretch past my driveway just to see if she would drive by. She didn't see his car, it was in the garage, so she would sit for a couple of minutes and drive by. He was able to avoid seeing her for about 3 days. Then she started calling everyone he knew to try and find him. They would alternate getting a ride from me or an Uber so she wouldn't see his car at work. In the meantime, we tried to find a way to get her out of his apartment. He lives in one of those luxury apartments where there is a limit on how long your visitors can stay. In his case, 30 days. So we proceeded with a plan to evict her without involving the law. So Sunday, while she was at church, we convinced his management company that he lost his key. So they reprogrammed his reader and gave him two new fobs. My wife and I helped him pack up all her belongings, put them in this in his storage unit on the ground level and instructed the concierge that she was no longer welcome in his place and to allow her access to his storage to retrieve her belongings. His buildings has no soliciting rule and a pre-approved guest list, so he told them she was no longer allowed up to his apartment. His building is very strict in that no one can stay there without being added to the lease for more than 30 consecutive days. Since she isn't on the lease, she is effectively excommunicado and there is no recourse because she isn't a leaseholder. She still calls and texts, but he has yet to see her since he came to stay with us. The sister of the cop found out what was going on from my wife and she lost her. Sheesh. Needless to say, we had to talk her down about putting her career in jeopardy. For now, the ex-chief is gone from his place and we just have to see how long it takes her to get the hint. Huh. I think there are a lot happen here. Because
Yeah, a lot
one,
happened.
they I don't think there's a free communication between the two
Yeah.
of them.
And I felt that
Yeah.
he didn't try to break things up. He just didn't want to do it because he felt sorry for her. But he never told him that like he never told her sorry that it's not working out or like
Yeah.
you don't recognize the boundary, so I don't feel like we are gonna work out in the long term. Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not defending the actions of the girl, but
Yeah, definitely.
you know,
Mm.
I this is one of those situations where the guy should tell the girl off hardly. Yeah. And we don't know what happened to those years they were together. They did not say how long they were together, but I'm pretty sure they should have ended it with each other without another person trying to take over. And the guy let the girl treat him like that.
Mm.
No one should be treated like that in any relationship, whether you're whatever gender you are.
Yeah,
It should
I feel
not
like
be
both
like
sides
that.
should have some sort of say, or at least like have the freedom and right to voice out what they're feeling and going through.
Yes.
Mm.
So if you're in that, I know I've said it earlier that manipulation you can't see it once you're the one involved. But if you get hints from other people and you know yourself that you're treated that way, but you love the person, I guess
Mm-mm-mm.
that is the reason why the best friend or even the wife's best friend help him deal with it, because he himself doesn't know how to deal with it.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it can be traumatizing when you're in that situation. Like, you feel like you've been monitored 24/7.
Mm.
You don't have freedom. I mean, that sounds to me like what happened here.
Mm.
So I don't know, have you been on that situation? Like, I mean, I am not.
Okay,
As much
I
as
feel
possible.
I never been to such, quote unquote bad, situation, and I feel like the worst that I have witnessed is I have this friend who quarreled with his ex, and trigger warning, the ex always when they quarrel or fight, right, she
Yeah.
threatened to self-harm.
Oh,
It was
that's
really bad. It was also really bad because
That's
whenever
bad.
this happened, right, especially when it so there's a few times during midnight or like back then when because my ex is friends with my whole friend group back then, and we had to drop everything and straight away like cab over, try to mitigate the situation and stuff, and it was bad. It was bad to the point whereby their relationship affects the ones around him, because we are all friends. So like when shit happens, he have to like he'll drop me a call like, hey, can you come over now, cause she trying to cut herself. Then things like that, or like when he's outside, because she stays in his place, right, and sometimes if
Yeah.
they're fighting and he's outside, she's at home at his place,
Mm-mm.
then yeah, it gets really, really dramatic, because there's even once where the female's family members came down, and cops came down also. And
Yeah.
it was bad to the point whereby, like, it was hard to reason to her in certain things, because whenever things like tension builds up, her outlet is always like, okay, I'm bad, I'm bad for you, then I shouldn't, be with you, or what, say all these things lah, and she would hurt herself. And yeah, it was just bad, and it was
Yeah.
also definitely very draining. So this is the closest I felt to a relationship that is draining, and being the witness, or like one of the more remotely involved person at the sideline. And my friend wasn't going through a easy time also. So after quite a number of episodes, my friend is too tired to entertain, quote unquote, entertain this person. And I think this person
Yeah.
also was drained. I mean, she herself was drained going through all this also. So they recognized that they were unhealthy to be, being together was unhealthy, and luckily no one was hurt, or rather no one
That's
was really
true.
hurt. Yeah, and yeah, that's the end of it. It was really bad. So reading this, it'll be scary if, like, the girl, right, texts him, like, imagine texting photo of her bleeding already, or she already harmed herself. That would be really bad. That would be really extreme. And yeah, and being someone of a friend group who witnessed something like this before, yeah, I feel it can it's still a very scary phase, unless, like, this person completely moved on, because right now, as of yesterday, they just kind of like cut her off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about you? Have you ever been as a witness of this kind of relationship that can be physically draining / exhausting? Because I feel that this is not just mentally. You can
Yes.
really be very tired to really deal. Yeah.
I have a handful of drama, but regarding the topic that we have right now, I remember one instance where my friend was speculating that the partner is cheating. So that friend asked me to hang out for a bit just to talk and catch up, and then she told me, I think that time she can't tell anyone, and I was just the right person at that time. So she went on and, like, you know what, my friend, we share our location, and then I saw my boyfriend on this location, because it's like a train station, and I'm not sure what he's doing there. And that friend of mine texted the boyfriend and said, what are you doing where you are? Just like, harmless checking. And they answered differently. Like, I was on this buying stuff. But clearly on the location, on Google location, they're not exactly where they are saying. So, so it did not match. And she's bothered by it. And I'm like, I told my friend, why are you even having this type of information? Maybe, just give him a benefit of the doubt that he is, there is the trust issue, like, coming up. So basically, I didn't give my friend benefit. I gave the boyfriend benefit of the doubt, and I tried to not, light the fire on that idea that the boyfriend is cheating, just for them to talk it out. Because he's still my friend, and no matter what happens, we're there for her. So I'm like, why don't you talk with your boyfriend? And one, um, maybe he's really telling the truth. Or if you
Mm.
want, you can tell him what's bothering you. I remembered saying that. And I said, you don't have to tell me if you're not comfortable what happened. Clearly, I don't know what's happening here, and why are you sharing locations with each other? And it's very, very invasive in terms of privacy, because you're still just in a relationship. You're not even if you're married, right? It's still not something that you would want to experience with your partner. Like what we are mentioning earlier, you share locations and you have to feel safe when you're sharing it.
Yeah, I think that's the most
So
important thing.
she just cried when I told her that. I'm like, and then of course I don't know, we are in a coffee shop at that time. So I'm just comforting. No words, my friend. I'm just, trying to calm her. And I think they talk it out. Because there is a good news chat. They were able to talk it out. I don't know what happened, if they're still sharing. Looks like they no longer share their locations with each other, and they're married now. So I even attended their ceremony.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's and they're together almost 24/7 after that sharing. So I think she did the right thing of telling the boyfriend of what's bothering her. And I clearly there's no drama after that. There you go. At least that's a happy ending. It did work out
Oh my god,
between
I
the
glad
two
it
of
worked
them.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And I just know that they're together always. Not to the fact that it's suffocating, but of course, since they work it out, they still have the same interest in life and goal. So I think that's a vital part. That's why it worked out.
And I think the part that so someone on our chat Mark actually mentioned about like ISAS meters going up, just hire spy. And I feel like this is also something that one might have to do if a person have trust issues. And
Yeah.
it it can be bad, it really can be bad, because like what you said, right? Imagine like this person says you are at location A, but you found out that this person is actually at location B, and I feel like
Yeah.
your mind would be driven crazy, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I did tell her not to make it yeah, not to jump into conclusions basically at that time, because it's can be really stressful when you think about those things, especially in the Philippines. I mean, the Philippine internet is not that great compared to Singapore internet or any other countries. There is a gap here. That's what I tell her as well. And I mean, at that time, it makes sense because years ago, the internet is still on the improving state, and it keeps on evolving, especially in our
Yes, yes,
country.
yes. Correct. And to WPM, right? One of our listeners actually mentioned about his previous experience of having a self-harming ex is really bad experience, and it totally changed his life. And to go against the situation is to stay calm and try to calm this person down if we can't, and get
Mm.
help if we can't settle the situation. And yeah, and I feel this is important, but at the same time, right, sometimes it's quite hard to really get help at that moment, especially like someone have a self-harming tendency, right? But I
Yeah.
believe like one like really for Singapore lah, one really maybe quote unquote costly thing is to really call a paramedic ambulance down to the person's place and say like, oh, this person have a tendency of self-harming, and this person is hurting themselves right now. Yeah. Yeah. And also, well, Mark actually add on, at the same time knowing more can be disappointing. I feel that's a can of worms that we might have to open in another episode. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so before everything, right, let me just move forward, down to the last update.
Okay.
I feel okay, marked ongoing in the hopes that OOP will report on the departure of the abusive girlfriend from the picture together at some point. So right now, I mean, since the latest update is yesterday, people are just waiting. Are just waiting. Like, I mean, even the comment section, everyone just at the edge. Yeah. So I feel like likely, I mean, if possible, we will get an update, and if we do, then maybe we'll update to everyone here, or like to do a follow-up post from this, and maybe we can make it an episode to discuss about toxic behaviors in a relationship. That is like, there's more to that's more related to something like this, meaning like, maybe we can tackle or go in depth more about the self-harming thing, and how like things that a partner can do that can really either destroy the relationship or break someone. Yeah. So before we close off this episode, Chilli, do you have anything to add on to this?
Oh, we're good on this one. It went well, I guess, as a help
Yeah.
from the BFF, and I'm glad they did not completely tie off. It's like a blessing for both of them that they still have each other.
And I think like kudos to like his wife to really encourage him to keep the friendship, because it could have went bad. It could have been like, you know what, just cut him off. And imagine people around him who never took the extra step, right, to reach out and to find out, and he'll forever be trapped with this women. And he cannot even
agree.
He cannot even get an ounce of freedom to meet someone for wings at a sports bar. How sad it was, right? And I think when we do a follow-up, right, I feel we can also touch on personal space in a relationship. Just do a mental note here. Yeah. So I guess with this, we'll end off this episode. So thanks, Chilli, and everyone else joining us. Then we will take a break before we go on episode the next part, if Chilli's up for it. Okay.
Yep.
Bye. Yes.
Bye.
Wow. Okay. First episode done. Done. Wow. Chilli, you're not working. Yes, redeem hydrate.
No.
Chilli, we can take 5 first. We can take 5 first.
Yeah, I don't have that much. I'm just waiting because I did my work ahead of time. The deadline is like Friday, and I'm done with it. So
My God, so fast.
we're chilling.
Yeah, thank God you're chilling. So maybe we can do another one. So I think our previous one we were at about like 30 plus minutes. So I think it's really good. Like it's a good time range. Yeah. And yes, the cheese is chilling. Yeah, I really like our podcast episode, because I don't know, we really do tackle this kind of this kind of topics that we hardly have discussion on these days. Recently, it's just games and Genshin. I didn't do any Hoyoverse. There's no Hoyoverse reference in the previous one. Yeah. Yes, interesting and fun. Yeah, I feel is something, I guess, a bit more relevant, especially for people who are a bit more coming of age, growing up, and we have seen we get more friends, and everyone else around us is having more experiences in relationship, and we get to experience this kind of things. I mean, be it good or bad. Yeah. I'm glad there's no Hoyoverse reference in the last one. Don't want to see abusive relationship in Genshin. Genshin. Yeah, who would be an abusive relationship person in Genshin? I think no one, right?
No one.
Genshin is quite wholesome, and the characters, like, even the terrorist is very wholesome.
Yeah.
Child, Chilli. Will Chilli be a abusive relationship, man? You think?
He has the tendency to go like
Manipulative, right?
possessive
Yeah.
on friends. Yeah, protective can be possessive, borderline. Depends on how
Yeah.
the gravity of the intensity of protectiveness
Yeah.
are.
And if Chilli is with Bennett, poor
Yeah, I
Bennett.
feel like
Poor-
a child would blow up your your phone when you're gone.
yeah. Like you cannot have a quarrel with child. If not, it's over.
Yeah, he will ask the whole Fatui gang. Search
No,
for my
He,
my love.
he felt like the kind of guy like would say will ask for a breakup if things go wrong. Then you have to make him happy. Yeah.
Maybe he can, go make you shop later.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. Anyway, right, the second one we are doing is the engagement one, right?
Yes.
Wow, the second one damn kick, eh? Wow. Oh my god.
Oh wait,
Yes.
before we start,
Yes.
I really thought the first topic was like nothing about abusive relationships.
Yes,
or
same.
whatnot. I did not see that coming.
Same. I did not see that coming
Uh,
also. Because I
Yeah,
I
I
saw
thought-
like the title and then I just sent it to you.
I thought it's like one of those like why my BFF suddenly ghosted me
Yeah.
something.
Or like
And
there's no
it's
closure
the other
and
way
all.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, incorrect. You just never know what's going on in other people's life. I know, right? Now I know when I see my friends blinking, I'll ask them if they need help.
Wait, there is like a hand signal, right? I forgot. Like,
For SOS.
but you can't do that now. Yeah. They don't have the hand signal. Like, it's like letter. It's like 4 fingers. It's like a high five, but the thumb was like bent.
A bent thumb, a hand signal for help.
My PNG is blinking a lot. Yeah.
Oh, like this, nah.
Wait.
Signal for help.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. But it can be like not closed fist or what.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's the best way. And you see, you have to trap and lift, and like that's really for help,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, can you guys do it? For those who are listening, remember to do
Doing
the
it right
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to learn it. Since Leandre is not here, he knows hand signal. I wanted to ask if he knows this. Next time I see him, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this in front of him. See he know or not. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like everything aside, right? Because I think this touched on domestic violence. I feel it's also a scary thing. Like normally I mostly just, I mean, in my own experience, I mostly just see it on like drama, like television shows. It would have really been, I don't know, really hard or difficult if even by even like if someone is going through domestic violence. Yeah, cause I just see violence at home. Wow, sad.
Yeah. And if you notice, the girlfriend isolated him from everyone else. So no one has heard from him. The best friend or
Yeah.
BFF. Even the sister, who is a cop, right? Got
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, didn't know anything. So if you know that your relationship is somewhat isolating you, you need to check if you need help.
Correct.
Yeah. And that's one clue. It can be harmless though, but still you have to look at it in a third person view. At the same time, if you are like if you feel like you're isolating your partner to anything else, oh, you need help as well.
Yeah, but I feel like, like just now, right, back on the topic, right, we did mention like they should have communicated, and to really just, they were in a way like ghosting her as well, if you think about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wish, like, I don't know, I don't know if it's better to even phrase it like it could have been better communicated to her. I don't know. It's maybe we don't really have a lot of information about like how the relationship is like with her, like how they were talking, the dynamics of them. Yeah. And I guess sad. And the update is 18 of, well, it's like watching the anime that is released like on the weekend and knowing that you have to wait another week for the next episode. You've kind of felt like that, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's just take a small break. Then we can do a next one. Yeah. I go and get some water. Is Chilli still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I was drinking water.
Okay, I go and pour water. Be right back.
Yeah. Okay, I will go to the loo for a bit.
Actually, just now you got hear like my dog banging the door. Oh, Chilli, be right back. Yeah, just now my dog was banging. Hey, he come in and sleep here. Walao, later he make sound. Chilli AFK. Okay, we take 5 first. I'm gonna snack a bit. Gonna go. The weather today made me sick. Thanks. Okay. But thanks for popping by. We will just do a second one. Then two. Or never mind. We wait Chilli come back. Actually, we can call it a day also. Huh? Robert, why are you here like that? Robert. Yeah, if call it a day, then I show Chilli Robert. Oh, see this Robert. Hi. Robert breathing like he says, yeah. Hey, Robert, look at me. Hey. I think I'm gonna link. Fuck lah. Okay, tomorrow what? I try linking a camera to the floor. Then maybe I can stream Roberts also. Not gonna lie. Though if my GF looks like yeah or something, I might do the same as well. Do the same as in being possessive. Apa sih? Okay, I'm getting some egg tart. Doesn't matter how my GF look. If they act like that, GF in previous story, I'm not interested. Keep quiet, take picture. Recently, I'm doing a food diary, and I want to try documenting what I ate. Well, you bet. Yeah, you can.
Hi, I'm back.
Hey, hi. You can hear the dog back.
Hello.
I don't know if you guys can hear or not.
Okay.
Yeah, my dog, he naughty. Static. There's some serious bangs. You can hear, ne? Yeah.
I can hear you.
You can hear the dog just now?
Bye bye. 哥哥来，哥哥出来了，哥哥出来了，你哥哥来了。
Yeah, no, just now I don't mute my mic for Twitch.
Bye bye bye.
What, the mic got static ah? Is it bad static? I don't know what my dog
Is it
wants.
static-ish?
Ish ah? Shucks. Static-ish ah? Oh, moderate static. Is it like the usual? Is it like the usual static when we do podcasts or?
哥哥出来了，哥哥来了，老板，来，来，
Huh, slightly worse ah.
哥哥来了，拜拜，拜拜，拜拜，来。
I want to see doggo. Yeah, I want to do the, but only just now. Okay. Now have
Wait, is
static.
that Robert?
Yes, Robert.
Oh yeah. Cutie Robert.
Now got static. Yeah, okay. Let me hook up lah. I try hook up a cam, see can put Roberts on. Oh, you're fine. Fine webcam. You hang on lah. Robert, that's your dad's name. Oh yeah, you can see Robert. So cute ah. Wait, I see if I can stream on Discord first. Then maybe I can stream on Discord and then I bring it onto. Got people. Okay, wait Wow, how would it work? Chilli, can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait I see can stream you my doggo. Setting up. Okay, setting up the webcam. Turn on camera. Okay, got two camera ma. Can I? Wait. Robert. Wait. 不用，你不要这样。不知道。你要盖在我这个头上吗？ Yeah, he's lying in another room, don't want to come over. I think he's gonna sleep already. Okay, wait, okay, if he come over. Okay, now I already set up the cam. Let me see where should I put So in the future, right, if Roberts walk past, you guys can see him. If Roberts walk past, Oh, I should put here since Robert's like. I know leh. I need to see the point at the floor. Wait. Okay, next time I just camp Robert's here.
Yeah.
Because he's not coming in now. Aiya, shit. Never mind. Corner of table, yeah, I put at the corner of the table. But if he comes, then I can show lah, because he's now free, right? He's running around the whole house. But maybe I can put at the spot, right? Then it can be a redeem or what lah. Like people redeem when he's not sleeping, then can lah.
Yeah.
When he's not sleeping, then. If he's not coming, then we can prepare to start the next. Next apa song. It still got static or don't have?
No static anymore.
Wait, I just now have. Scare me. Okay. Yeah, corner of table. Yeah, next time I think I put my webcams, like detachable webcam at the side. So when he's running around here, then I can just plug and stream. Anyway, I can share my dog's IG lah. You guys can go and see. Wait Oh, actually I can stream my dog's IG here what? Why am I? Yeah lah. Hey, I think it's not this one It's not this one. It's an imposter. It's an imposter. This one. You see? Mine's so cute.
Oh my god.
Cute,
You got his
right?
ID.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see? What a funny man. What a funny man he is. He used to be so small, you see, when we got him.
Yeah.
Wow, now he damn
He's
big
bigger now.
Yeah, you see? Now he's super fat. What a fat man. You see? You see the fats.
Hey.
He's a small
Oh
ball
my
now.
god.
Hey, don't
He
dox me lah.
became
These
chunky.
things. Yeah, he became very chunky. Yes.
Hey, you log in.
Yeah, I saw my login. Shit. Try and dox me, yeah. Microsoft Edge. Naughty Microsoft. Stupid Bing. Okay, next time I log in using Menorah one, then I feel safer.
Yeah.
Fed him well. Yes, of course. Okay. If there's nothing, then okay, let's get started. The next one.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so this is the next episode of Right Off React, and in this second recording, we are going to go back to relationship with Chilli, and this time round we are going to talk about someone who is considering to end her engagement. So Chilli, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you
Let's
are ready?
do this.
Yes. Okay. So my turn to read, and after that we'll see how it goes. Okay. I, 29F, am considering ending my engagement to my fiance, 32M, over something that my friend 31M told me, but I'm not sure if I'm making a mistake. So currently it's inconclusive. Oh my god, cliffhanger again. Okay.
Okay.
So the OP has deleted their account, so it's going to be forever inconclusive. Oh no, I just saw that. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a friend Clark, whom I have known forever. We grew up together. Clark's dad died recently, and I've been helping him to clean out the house. And this weekend we found an engagement ring in his dad's stuff. Oh no. Clark told me that it was a ring he bought for me back when he was in college and was going to give me when I graduated high school. But his dad found out and forbid him and took the ring away from him. So he never asked me to marry him and never told me about it at all until now. What? So the thing is that I did used to have a pretty big crush on Clark when we were kids. But I got over it since I never thought I had a shot with him. Since he told me that he almost proposed to me. All I've been able to think about is how my life would have turned out if that had happened. Oh no. I can't stop wondering if Clark is still interested in me now. And I feel like he might be, because he said that he always regretted not asking me to marry him. Because he was too scared of getting cut off to stand up to his dad. And he did also tell me that I could keep the ring now if I wanted. But I feel like doing anything anywhere close to pursuing anything with Clark, even just talking to him about how he feels, is basically cheating on my fiance. And the only ethical thing to do is to end things with him first. Oh my god, I didn't see it coming. Oh my god, I'm face palming. Shit. Okay, but until this happened, I have been happy with my fiance, and I'm not sure if I'm just tempted to act rashly, because lately things have been stressful. We have been together for 2 years, and we got engaged last October, so we just started wedding planning, which has frankly been pretty awful, and I'm not sure how much that's been influencing my feelings. But on the other hand, I'm wondering if the fact that I'm having cold feet in any sense maybe means it's a good idea to take a step back. What should I do? Okay, let's stop here before the updates. What do you think, Chilli? It's a mess. I thought, right? I really thought like she got proposed to him, and like they will be together, and then she's thinking if it's too fast. But the twist is she's already engaged when this happened, and she want to break off her current engagement to be with Clark, her high school crush. Oh my god.
Okay.
How Chilli, how your thoughts on this?
Oh wow, that's to be in that situation. It's really confusing. But if you look at it this way, your fiance wanted you from the beginning. You dated that person, and assuming you both dated each other because you like each other without any other people with you, like in the past. And I feel like she's rushing things. You don't know the person until you're with them
Yeah,
in a
correct.
relationship. And even if you're in a relationship for regardless of how long, how short, you still don't know the whole of them until you're like living together, married.
Yes,
Because
correct.
there's like living together and there's like living together and married. There's also different levels of relationship.
Yes.
Your fiance evolved with you. That's why you are now engaged. Now your friend who's a crush and you stayed like for a longer time of friendship, you're not exactly in a relationship with them romantically. They're still your friend, and you think like, oh, you're my crush. We're now friends because we can't exactly date for some reason. And suddenly this friend proposed to you. That friend has been withholding those feelings far way before, which means they idolized you already. I mean, this is just my thinking on that part. Like, they put you on the pedestal already, and there is like a reason why they did not pursue you before. One, they're afraid to get out of their comfort zone. They don't want to stood up, like what was mentioned here. Second, they did not think someone would actually take them away from you. Now that they threatened, they are tempted to make an action. That's why he proposed. So I don't think I would go on that route. If it were me, I would just stay where I'm at, where I'm sure, you know. But if this girl wanted to pursue and take chances, then I think you would go. You can be with Clark, girl. Because it's unfair with the fiance. If you're
Yeah.
like going with the fiance because they're secure, but you yourself, your feelings are conflicted, maybe you're better off single for the meantime and weigh things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you dissected it really well, because one thing that I would like to highlight and add on top of what you said is like she's only together with her current fiance for 2 years,
Yeah.
and I think 2 years, I feel, is not exactly a really long time to really, maybe on her end as well, like might not be as sure. But she also did mention like her wedding planning has been pretty awful. So I also don't understand why, right? Like, because it gets is it because it gets awful, that's why she wants to stop this whole thing altogether? Or like, what is she feeling inside actually? Yeah. And she
Yeah.
mentioned, okay, there you go. You guys hear that? You guys hear that?
Oh, you're back now. Welcome back.
You guys hear that? Oh no. Yeah, static. I think
I
it's because
can
it's
hear
too
you now.
loud. It's too loud. Is the static really bad? Oh no. Was the static really bad? Okay.
Okay. No static now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I just feel like is it because like things haven't been smooth, which is why she's also want to like, like she want to get out of this relationship. Yeah. Okay, and moving forward, let's just go like onto the first update. So the first update is on the 6th of April, so one day after. Okay. Chilli, do you wanna take on the update?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. The the one in April 6th, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So my post got removed, and I don't think there's really any point trying to post to the subreddit again anyway. So I'm just going to make an update here, like the sidebar suggested, since people have been sending me messages about it. But basically, all that's happened so far is that I wasn't sure what I wanted to say to my fiance, so I went to my parents' house so that I could think about it for a while longer. My mom at one point started asking me wedding planning questions, which led to a conversation where I ended up telling her that I don't want to get married anymore.
Oh no.
She's actually being really supportive of this because she agrees that I shouldn't marry my fiance, but because of issues that she said she's being not noticing about his family. So right now I'm staying at my parents' house. My mom told my fiance that I'm sick so that he wouldn't try to come see me until I'm ready to tell him that I'm calling off the wedding. I do know I just need to rip the band-aid off and tell him, but I'm just trying to think about what I want to say. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Okay. I think we can just move forward to this one, because I think the previous update is a lot on, it felt like she made her choice, and she told
Yeah.
her mom, and her mom actually is supportive because perhaps there are other issues regarding this guy's family, which is why the mom actually is agreeable to her calling off the wedding. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It says there's another update same
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. I think you can
So
just
I
read
know
from
this is
yeah.
this one. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know this is probably a better question for
Yeah.
relationship subreddits, but the general tone over here look a little bit kinder. The situation is that my fiance and I have been together for 2 years and engaged for 6 months. But a few things have happened recently to make me take a step back and realize that this relationship isn't actually what I want. I've been thinking about this for a while now, but I'm still not sure how to explain this to my fiance. I can write out how I'm feeling pretty easily, but I feel like obviously he's owed a face to face conversation about something like this, and I truly don't know how I'm supposed to look someone in the eye and tell them that I don't want to marry them. Right now, I'm avoiding him instead of talking to him, and can't keep doing that, so I really need some advice. Okay.
Okay, so before
Should
we
I?
dissect these two updates, right? Just want to read out what Penguin mentioned. Penguin generally agree, but don't think we can make many assumptions about Clark because it seems like it's been a while since she and Clark has been in school, and both of them have not done anything or gone any further. So Clark might not necessarily have been thinking about her. He could have just thought of it because he saw the ring. So like,
Yeah.
I think that because of
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Static.
Yes. How about now? Is now okay? Yeah, Robert is very.
Uh, they're still there.
You just do it.
Uh, is that the pub?
Yeah, cause I brought down the mic thing. Okay, okay. I think I need to. There are some parts we have to kind of like cut off.
Yeah.
Ay, Roberts are tulan. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
it's back now.
Yeah, okay. You can hear the sound again.
Yeah. It's static again.
Help. Okay, okay. Oh.
I can read the penguin's message.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so generally, I mean, penguin generally agree, but I don't think we can make that assumption about Clark. It seems like it's been a while since she and Clark have been in school, and both of them have not done anything, gone any further, so Clark might not necessarily have been thinking about her. He could have just thought of it because he's soldering or is feeling that way because his father passed away. If her mom agrees that she shouldn't marry without knowledge that Clark proposed, then that means there's probably already other issues, problems with the family. So might be better that she should be single for a while. Oh, I agree on that part. So
Yeah, same.
I- yeah. You call it gut feeling, right? Sometimes
Mhm.
people ignore gut feeling. Like, you're pretty sure on this situation, but there's still something off. If you feel that, then it's probably best not to proceed.
And I think it's also difficult how like, so her actually mentioning that like her mom actually is supportive, right?
Mm-mm.
That you shouldn't marry, and
Yeah.
the thing is like there might be also underlying things that she noticed about his family that might be a deal breaker for the mom. That's why the mom is on her side when she wants to call off the wedding. And moving on to like the second update, I mean they were engaged for 6 months, and now she mentioned she realized this relationship isn't what she wants. And
Yeah.
I feel like right now she have to bite the bullet already. There's no better way to do it than to really tell him that no breakup nor rejection is going to be easy. It's going to hit
Yeah.
hard for sure, especially like they were engaged for 6 months, so technically they were both prepping to be together forever for the last 6 months. Yeah. Okay, maybe we can do. Okay, I think the next update, right, was the crucial one. If Chili would
Yeah.
like to do the honors, we would have you.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
So the update says, so I decided to break up with my fiance. After thinking everything over, I realized that even aside from anything to do with Clark, it would have been the wrong decision to marry him. And I had a conversation with my mom when I told her what I decided, where she agreed that I shouldn't marry my fiance for reasons I hadn't really considered, that also convinced me I was making the right choice by ending things. I told him that it wasn't his fault, it wasn't about anything that he did, but that I've been doing a lot of thinking and realized that our relationship wasn't what I wanted, and that I thought it would be best if we ended things. And that I was sorry and I wish him in the best in life, but that I just couldn't be part of it. He didn't get upset like I was afraid he would, and it didn't turn into a fight or anything. He basically first said that he didn't understand where this was coming from, and then asked me if it was because of something that my parents were saying and if I was sure. But then he didn't really have anything else to say about it, and just agreed that we'd talk later to figure out getting the rest of my stuff out of his apartment. I do think this was the right decision because I've been feeling really relieved since it happened. I've had a lot of conversations over the past few days that have made me realize that I don't think I've ever actually loved my fiance.
Ouch.
I was just comfortable with him and thought that was good enough. Oh, okay.
Oh my
And
god.
then there's a mini update.
Yeah, it is. And I think okay, what are your thoughts, right? Okay, I think the first three paragraphs that you cover basically just, it was more specific on how the rejection went on. And I feel like there's nothing much we can, dissect or comment on here. But looking at the last one, right? What are your thoughts
Yeah.
on being with someone because you're comfortable? Like, do you think it's enough? Because I feel like it's also on one hand it's not easy also to find someone that you're
Yeah.
comfortable with. And I feel like this is also why, right? There's always this cliche saying of like don't settle. And
Yeah.
I think this happens to people as well. Even like some friends that I know, initially it also felt like that on their end. It's just that they went on with it. To some of my friends, is some of the comments or thoughts of theirs that I feel is okay to share is more towards like, oh, they were getting to this age and they are not young anymore, so they just want someone to settle down with, and they settle down with someone. So which is like
Yeah.
the comfortable part. Yeah. So what are
I
your thoughts
don't
on
think
that?
that's entirely a bad thing though. About comfortability, right?
As long as Clark
Well.
doesn't show up, right?
I mean, I've been on that relationship where I'm comfortable with this person until you learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
This is why you date with intention to get married, because it can be feeling very long for 2 years.
Understand.
But if you are looking for someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you want to get to know them intently or something, some people would actually know this already by 6 months of dating and they want to propose to you immediately. That's not entirely a red flag. It can be a red flag if they're like rushing things or stuff. But if you guys both what you wanted from the beginning, you can immediately tell them like, I'm dating to marry. Like something like that, and then you can jot down the things that you like together, common ground, and
Yes, correct.
establish your goals in life. And if there are compromises at the beginning, I mean, you can work it out depending. I'm not saying 6 months is enough, but to some, yes, but it can take time up to 2 years. Yeah. My mom even told me, you don't date people at 5. You should have known if you're going to marry them. And yeah, I got bonked a lot because I had a relationship more than 5 years.
Yeah, but
Okay, I have
it's
that
always like
sermon.
that. Yeah. And I feel it's
So-
also because like we
Yeah.
never know what's gonna happen as well. Because to some, right, we never know like if our partner would change, or like if
Yeah.
things like this happen and we cannot, things aren't the same anymore. Yeah. Which is why.
Yeah. the lines where it's not you, is me. It's
Yeah,
probably me.
yeah. I think it's us.
Yeah. And yeah, I hate those lines, like the breakup lines where it said,
Yeah,
"Oh, you like me when I was on this." Like for example, hobby like that. "I like me on when I was doing this. You didn't said anything bad. You
yeah.
are okay with this, such a why the change suddenly?"
Mm.
And then they were like, "No, I don't like the version of that, like of you of that," which is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
really shocking. Yeah.
It is,
I've
it
had
is.
that experience, so it's really
Yeah, yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Like they don't want to grow and be part of that development in your life, which is kind of sad. I feel like they both experienced that, even though it's just 2 years. And if you
Mm-hmm.
think about it, I mean, based on her relationship with Clark, they may have shared things as a friend, but it's still different when you have the intention to like go forward in your friendship.
Yes,
Like
yes.
like they have been together. I feel like Clark just was swept away by the feeling on that
It is, it is.
that the situation would take away the BFF, so you just tried to get them in your way, and proposing is probably the thing that he went to get
Mm-hmm,
on
mm-hmm.
that. So there
Yeah,
it is.
there it is. And like since you mentioned about that, right? I actually recently did like a podcast episode on um, the right one doesn't last forever. So I kind
Oh
of
yeah.
argue, right? On the premise of like, like a lot of people mention, oh, um, sometimes it's like the right one, the wrong time. But I feel like if it's the right one, right, it definitely is. It is the right time. It's just that this person is going to be with you through maybe this stage of life or this phase of life that maybe the universe has sent this person to go through something with you, and that doesn't mean that the person have to be with you forever. And this is the whole like premise of like what I'm arguing on when I'm saying like, oh, the right one doesn't last forever. Yeah. So moving forward and reading Penguin's comment, the hardest question of all is um, it's just very individual to each person and their values and needs. Yes, of course, and we make choices and we live with the consequences. There's no way we can know how things would have turned out. Yeah, I think that's also the thing that perhaps is this kind of regrets that could make you um, I don't know, could haunt you to some extent. Yeah. And let me just bring us down to like the mini update. I assume, yeah, this is the last, because this is the last episode since the account is deleted. Okay, so Chidi, are you ready for the finale, the season
Yeah.
finale? Okay, since you
Yeah.
asked, I figured I would give you an
Let's go.
update. Yeah, now that I have one. So I talked to Clark about everything last night, and basically what happened is that he told me that he wasn't trying to come between me and my fiance or confess to having feelings for me when he told me about how he had almost proposed to me back then. He just told me that story without thinking that it would affect anything. But when I asked, he admitted that while he hasn't secretly been in love with me all these years or anything like that, he has always thought we'd make a good couple, but just felt like he missed his window for anything to happen between us. So I told him that I felt the same way, and we ended up kissing. But we decided that we didn't want to jump into anything right now because I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things. Good on you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
good on you. Yeah, so
Oh.
just remain hooking up with Clark while you stay single and enjoy singlehood for now. So for now, I guess we
Yeah.
just both acknowledge that we do have feelings for each other, but we are trying to be smart and take things slow. Yeah, so that's the end. I think it's a very good ending. I mean, a lot of people always feel like there is always a happily ever after, or like people who is reading this kind of story or this kind of drama based on real life scenario would want Clark to be that that prince to save the princess, and as how all romantic movies or media portrays, there is just this one person and happily ever after. But in real life, I feel it's not like that. It's about making out with that
it's
one
not.
person and then figuring out what to do next. Yeah,
Oh wait, I remember this quote from Hotel Transylvania.
yeah,
It's a wholesome movie, right?
yeah. It is. It is. It
If
is. The
the
zing.
first,
The zing.
it can be like the zing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There is a non NSFW version of that
Oh, damn.
that a
Okay.
friend quoted me.
Oh, do you want to
Do you
share
wanna
the?
know?
Yeah, I do. I do. For the sake of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, we do want to know.
So in the movie they said they zing, right?
Yeah.
Whether they see it for the first time or they interact with a person
Yeah.
suddenly. The NSFW version is like if you kiss the person and you felt something.
Mm.
Like I'm not sure if it's love or lust, but
Mm.
it's somewhat a thin line between those two.
Mm.
If you felt something when you kissed that person, then yeah, you kind of are attracted and it can develop to something more and work. So I think that's why they kiss in the end, because they trying to make or check to see if they feel something more, if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
owe
yeah.
to I mean if they owe each other to date themselves, if
Yeah.
just to see if they could be something more.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the idea of you being a good couple with your friend, you idolize it in your head.
Yeah. Correct.
You don't
correct.
exactly see it pan out, right?
Yeah.
So I guess by kissing, they both agree to
Yeah.
check it out.
Correct.
So
And I feel like it's
That's
it's
it.
much better in a way because like it's not they are not going to jump into something more committed just because yeah.
yeah.
And do you have any takeaway? And anyway, thanks for sharing with us on the zing because yeah, it just kind of reminds me on that because when I was talking about this, right, it's a lot also on social, like on media portrayal, on like the happily ever after. But I feel that in real life, like there is a lot of things that we have to work out. Yeah. And Penguin mentioned drama sells more, so movies always convince us to end up in some sort of relationship, like some sort of action/kiss or relationship. They rarely ever highlight the healthiness in taking time for yourself and work ethics. Yes.
Yes, exactly. But I'm not saying it's you have to kiss the person you
Mm.
attract to. Of course, there should be some sort of consent on that before you do. And it's not like it's a happening, really. IRL, you can experience that. I'm not saying it won't be because it's like in the movies, but there are some truth on the cliche
Yeah.
on those movies. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
Yes. And I guess with this, do you have any takeaway? I think on my
No,
side, I
Mhm.
feel that I feel that it's a good ending, and I think at the end of the day, we also keep changing, and I guess like on her side, right? After what she went through, she also needs time to kind of like calibrate herself, mentally, emotionally, before even thinking about I feel even before thinking about dating. Yeah. And how about you?
Yeah, I mean, it just proves that dating without intent can lead to nowhere.
Yeah.
And I like the end where she stayed single for the meantime
Yeah.
and recalibrate,
Yes.
because
Yes.
that's
yes.
what you need to do in life.
Yeah. It makes me wanna cheer for her. It's like a good ending to a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Even though it's
It
labeled
is.
as inconclusive. And I guess with that being said, that's all for today. And since Chilli actually mentioned about the love and lust, right? It'll be something that I really do want to discuss with you in one of the episodes upcoming. Yeah, because I feel love
Let's
and
go.
lust is a really thin line, especially like when you're physically involved with a person. It's really also hard when you are determining what's happening for in your body. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Because
Correct.
there's like level of love in that. if you didn't feel anything extra for that person, then you just love them like family.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, so I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode when it comes. And thanks for being with us,
See ya.
Chilli. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, Saint Roberts eh. Okay, okay. Yes, thanks for follow Richard.
Oh.
Richard is my father's name. Hey, wait I can just open the door already lah in case he wants to.
Did you know that I changed my avatar's clothing?
Yeah, I noticed. It's a white. It's a beige color one now.
Yeah, that's the hoodie.
Yeah, it's a beige color one. Yeah. Yeah, he's here already. Robert, what you want? You FOMO is it? Why so late? Don't want to sleep? Wait, I think I can stream the dog already. Wait, Robert, come. Robert. Wait, you see, you can see the dog now.
Not yet. Where's the dog?
In the camera. He's just very naughty lah. You see, he's so late, don't want to sleep. Can you see camera?
Not yet.
No, on the Discord. On the Discord.
Wait, sorry. Oh yeah.
My family headache also.
Oh, he's a little chunky now, and he got bigger.
He's a he's a headache I'm figuring out how I can put this on.
Hello. You can probably share the tab for Discord.
Yeah, he cannot hear. Wait. Let me just change the thing to Discord window. Why cannot choose the window for Discord?
You can click the
Yeah, I clicked
arrow.
the crop, right? Actually, I wanted to share the
Oh,
Discord.
wait,
No,
share.
can. Can you see?
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, we see him already on the stream.
Then just now, just now this is the boy lah who, you see? This is the boy
Yeah.
who kept.
So cute.
Can you help me screenshot? You keep knocking at the door lah. I think you guys can forgive him, right? Cause he very cute.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's so cute.
Yeah. Why are you going now?
No longer have a crib because he's too big now.
Robert. Oh shit. Doggy can ants. Until he comes back. Doggy cans again. Hey, Robert. It's going a bit too close to the cam. Hey. Robert. Hey, Rob. He's smelling the camera. Robert. Hey. Don't smell the camera, man. Like usually we try not to be so, like we don't really interact with him, but I don't know why tonight, right? He's very active.
Yeah.
Just now, like my mom was trying to get him to sleep. Then my brother also trying to get him to sleep. Then you see now? Naughty. Don't know why don't want to sleep.
He's now active.
Yeah. I think he recognized because last time when he's young, right, this thing always record him. You see his face now. He gone. You see him?
Yeah. Oh my god, he went to the other side of the bed.
He always like to do this. You see?
Yeah. Why is he so active? Did he nap in the afternoon?
Yeah, he usually you see? He will hand. You see? Hand.
Oh,
Hand.
that's
Ask you to
why.
hand. Hand. Handshake. Handshake, man. I mean, he's well behaved lah, just quite naughty He's usually, but I don't know why tonight he's so active. Robert, you need to sleep, okay? Robert, sleep please. 躺了. And like, I don't know why, right? Recently he learned to like, he learned to like drag the like pounce on the door. You see him? Oh my god, unbelievable, right? You see this guy?
Yeah.
He's damn dog, Why would he do it? He's going to.
Why is he? Oh my god, the pillow.
Yeah.
Oh no. Creep.
Hey, Robert. You're a very active dog. Robert, please go and sleep now.
Wait,
Anyway,
they
thanks
prefer
for-
to wrestle with this kind of online podcast scenarios or the scenarios that come up IRL, whether with friends or at work.
Yay! Go sleep, Robert. Okay. Yeah, I think what we have, right? I felt like it's quite believable as well, and at the same time, like, I don't know. I think looking at scenarios from people that we don't know is more abstract. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can talk about like my real friend scenario by explicitly like saying it's my real friend scenario. Maybe I can like talk about a bit, but to talk a lot about it, I and dissect it, I am not sure.
I mean, for online scenarios on podcast, I think it's much easier to dissect because you don't know the person. But I do have, I mean, I've been on that situation where I was the one doing more of the advice and analyzing of stuff. Because I don't know, my friends usually comes up to me and asks me, "What do you think about this situation?" Yeah, I'm that person in the group, so I mean, I got used to it actually, and I think that's one of the reasons why I am affected on some of their negative energies. Yeah, I don't blame them. Some people just catch negative energies they can't withhold and they just unknowingly share it, which I also unknowingly receive sometimes. And I feel like it reflects back sometimes, so I don't blame my friends about it because, you know, there are just some bad days.
Yes. Emily Roberts left. Yeah, he needs to sleep lah. It's late already.
But I always have to remember that if I'm talking with my friends, because you can be very reactive when they tell you like upsetting stories. And
Yeah, correct.
when I was younger, I tend to answer them like, "Oh my god, who did this to you? Let's beat them up." Like jokingly say it, just to make them feel better. But
Yeah.
as you like grow old a bit, and you tend to see it in a much more third person point of view, and you always have to remind yourself like, oh, okay, it's not about you, it's about your friend, and make them see a logical side, but not to upset them as well, you know. So there. Yeah, and I agree, you have to learn to adjust your boundaries with different people then over time. Yeah, because sometimes your friends ask you IRL stuff that they are bothered but they don't usually listen to advice initially. So you don't have to start with that. Um, they need a friend to listen to.
Yeah, I
Of course,
understand.
I think you're not the first person to tell them what's wrong, or I'm pretty sure you're not the first person that they would ask unless they initially
Mm.
said, they don't want to hear that they're wrong initially until
Yeah.
you listen to them and make them see it.
Mm. And I think it's also human in a way to like, because some people, right, when they talk about this, right, maybe some of them also want validation, like they want people to like agree with them first, or like to take their side
Yeah,
to some extent. Yeah.
exactly. Like you um you want to feel validated on your what you feel. If you feel upset, if you
Yeah.
feel something's off, you feel in love or whatever, you have to make an sometimes people want to hear, oh yeah, I can see why you're feeling like this. Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people wants to be seen. Yes. So deep. Okay. That part. So I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Listening helps a lot. That's why we have therapy. But some people just even if you're friends with them for a long time, is not really that gifted on listening. Yeah, sadly.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, I think it is what it is mostly, and we just we just want to be better and want the best for them. And I think it
Yeah.
also, it can't be helped if some people uh, they they might be uncomfortable and unhappy if like we do more than listen, which is why I feel like listening is a skill, as
Yes,
what Megan mentioned. Is
exactly.
I think it's also hard to really practice, quote unquote, practice listening, full on listening. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's hard to not I mean it's hard to sometimes make sure that you don't come across a friend where they treat it as a competitiveness, like when you went out with them and they were trying to make you feel they trying to make a same ground situation, so they share a bit of like the similar situation to make you feel seen or at ease. But sometimes it comes across a competitiveness, like, oh my god, that happened to me. Like that. And you have to remember that it's not about you sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are those situations.
Yeah.
And I agree with a boy saying, like, also on us to choose the right people. So when you vent out, you also have to choose. Because if you're
Yes.
like
Yes.
not venting out to the wrong person, they may take it against you in the future. You know,
I think
like, oh my
especially
god,
that. I
this
think especially that.
person.
Yeah.
They were saying like, oh, this person is like venting out because they get easily irritated or something like that.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't vent to your partner or dating person. Okay, that's not a good idea.
Definitely.
I learned it the
Definitely.
hard way. They can, they can actually, even if you're so open with them because you think you're being open and seen, no, it's not. There will come a time they can use that into an argument and send it to you.
Yes. Correct.
And
Correct. And
so there.
yeah. Oh, but anyway, it's one hell of a night.
Oh,
I think we did well. Just that Robert's being naughty in the second one.
yeah.
He's
But
like
anyway,
pestering my brother. Yeah, and anyway we're gonna end off, like kind of soon. Well, those people like, no, we end already then leave. We're gonna rate what? Okay, we got 9 people. We got 9 people. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, So I'm thinking, do we rate a person, a DBD person who's streaming for 6 hours, or a Minecraft friend who is streaming for an hour and a half? Hi, New Venti. Yes, we
Tiny,
gotta.
Venti, and Fatal.
Yeah.
We're about to end.
She's gonna rant first.
But we're glad you're here.
Yeah, it can be either lah. Yeah, cause Minecraft like nobody ma, nobody. Wait, I see got she's playing anyone or not?
Yeah, but 6 hours.
You playing alone ah? Alone ah? Oh no, got friend, got people. 2 people. Okay, DBD or this one? Welcome. What you guys up to? Not sleeping? Yeah. Okay, I see the DVD ah.
What are we up to? We're just playing Dead by Daylight. I'm playing Dead by Daylight with my brother.
Right? It can
Nice.
be okay to validate a person's initial feelings, which are often valid in a complicated situation. I often have trouble moving from that stage to the next one, trying to figure out what they need to hear or how to show them there's more to the situation than just their feelings, generally speaking. Yeah. I have to categorize my friends sometimes when they're venting. Is it just
Can be
me?
very-
Probably
yeah,
it's just me. Because there are some friends where they vent and they want you to be like, oh yeah, oh my god, they want
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to, they want the same intense reaction. Well, there are some friends, they wanna just listen. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. I mean, it's hard to actually tell what they need. I agree with
Yeah.
you. But if you're like talking to your friends for that long, it's not that hard to actually see what and how would you respond to them. Yeah. So I also keep friends, long time friends. So that's probably a pro.
Yes.
Yeah. But to new people, I am totally clueless. I had to still talk to them more before I get clues. So yeah. So there's no perfect
Yes.
communication until you do it.
Yes.
Are we waiting?
Yes, we are. Okay. Anyway, thanks. I was just talking for a bit, and yeah, I think let's do the DVD one. And
Okay.
anyway, thanks for joining everyone, and we do appreciate.
Yeah, thank you guys for
Yeah.
staying out. Hope you enjoyed the live
Yes.
podcast.
Hey, Andre is here. Walao. Okay.
Leandre! Leon, hi.
So we're gonna rate. Okay. Thanks. What?
Thanks everyone. Good night.
Wow, cake. Really cake.
Wow. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, it's nice.